webcasting for a worldwide audience.
It does help if you turn up the volumes, doesn't it?
It does.
This is Saturday Live,
Hello.
and we're back.
Again, second week in a row, you lucky people.
Back causing chaos, and I've chosen the list today, and we're on the
And I have to say, it's ratty fine as well.
we're on the dark side of the 80s. I did it in bits and bobs for Thursday Live, and I thought it'd be nice just to put it all
Yeah.
together, and I knew you'd enjoy it. We got some usual shameless self-promotion. I expect we'll have a news break. We've still got no jig guide.
We've got no jig guide, so we might invent a new section.
Yeah. We'll have a think about
Have a
that.
think, yes.
Anyway, while we
Let's
get
have
our
the
heads
cure.
in gear, let's have some music. Cure.
I like that. It's from the Disintegration album from 1989.
Yes, it is indeed. reached number 3 in Germany, Lullaby, and Ireland. It was a top 10 hit in several other European countries, and New Zealand.
Ah. What did it reach in this country?
Number 5.
Ah, number 5, you did say. I just turned my headphones up so I could hear you. I thought I'd better join in the conversation. There was good videos they did.
You saw them live, didn't you?
I saw them live in 1986 it was the Head on the Door tour. But I'd seen Robert Smith a few times before that with a band that you're going to play later, the Banshees.
Cool.
Well,
we got a lot more music like that. I mean, the next one I've played before. I know Si likes it, and to be honest, at the volume we're going to play it, you won't need the internet because you'll hear it in space.
Yes.
It's The Cult. She Sells Sanctuary.
What a good record.
I reckon that is my number 1 favourite cult single.
The whole album was really good. That came from Love.
Yeah, but like you said, the single came out as a standalone.
Yeah,
a couple of years early, didn't it?
A couple of years before.
And, it was a bit confusing. But that's from 1985, the album Love, and what a wonderful album it is.
Check it out if you've not heard it.
Single peaked at number 15 on the UK singles charts, which is a miserable attempt by the UK single buying public.
Yeah, but
not to recognise a great record.
There was no MTV then.
No, there
at
wasn't.
that time, so it was only like Airplay and Top of the Pops, and
they only got one Top of the Pops.
it was rock, wasn't it?
Appearance, didn't it? Yeah.
In the early 80s, it would have been Spandaus and Duranis.
Yeah. Never mind.
We both glazed over then.
Yeah, we did a little bit. We'll compose ourselves while you listen to this. You're having trouble with your headphones, aren't you?
Yes, I am. Yes, every time the mic goes up, they crackle. I don't know why.
We'll sort that out. That was This Corrosion by the Sisters of Mercy from 1987 from the album Floodland. It was the lead single. And
doing his best Bowie impression, he was.
Yes. Peaked at number 6 in Ireland, number 7 in the UK, and number 17 in Germany.
I would have thought it'd been higher in Germany because they like that sort of.
Well, they certainly like Sisters, don't they, in Germany? Yeah. And yes, it's a great album though. I do like Floodland.
Yeah, and some of the 12-inch singles. I won Temple of Love. It went on for about 20 minutes. It's great. You got your money's worth there.
Yeah, that's prog rock territory, isn't it?
Yeah, it is bordering.
But that's actually a track that you can actually listen to all 20 minutes of it.
And then the Mission were doing it as well because Sisters of Mercy, the Mission was a spin-off. The band, the original Sisters of Mercy, left.
Yeah.
I can't think of the singer's name.
Wayne somebody.
Yeah, Wayne Sleep. We call him Wayne Sleep. And they became the Mission.
They did.
Which I think's next, isn't it?
It is indeed. This is Wasteland.
There's a crystal view from my window, and I can see the years to come. I live for the burn and the sting of pleasure. I live for the sword, the steel in your gun. I can tear down the walls, storm the barricades, run to the place where the frightened crawl. Desire lurks beyond good and evil, so I dance on the graves where the hallowed fall. Over this land, over this wasteland, over this land, over this touch, but please keep your distance. You're innocent and pure, and with no shame. The spirit is willing, and the flesh is craved. You're teasing your taunt with the pleasure of pain. Over this land, over this wasteland, over this land, over this wasteland.
Mission.
Oh,
From God's Own Medicine, their debut studio album from 1986. That was after Wayne Hussey and who's the other fella? I've forgotten his name. Split from Sisters of Mercy.
we're unprepared this morning, aren't we?
Yes, we
can
are.
tell.
We're very unprepared, very unprofessional. Simon Hinkler. I think, no, it wasn't. It was Craig Adams. They were both Sisters of Mercy, and initially the Mission were Sisterhood.
See? I was nearly there. I was nearly right.
Yeah, well, you might be wondering what's happened to Swazzy, because she's been soldiering on, doing the Saturday Live every week from home during lockdown. Well, she's had enough for a little while. She's gone on holiday, so you're stuck with us. So in the meantime, in the meantime, you can unleash your inner warrior as soon as I've found it. I haven't had to gate crash the studio for this one, because Swazzy's just finished. Swazzy, hi, how are you?
I'm good, thanks. How are you?
I'm fine. I've been wanting to talk to you about your Warrior podcast, because you're not doing something for the weekend anymore.
No, I haven't done that for quite a while.
So I need another bit of shameless self-promotion.
Happy to oblige.
So we need to talk about Warrior.
Yeah.
What is it? What's it about?
So I came up with the idea of Warrior. I kind of wanted to do something around mental health, and it's something that I've kind of discussed informally. This is really about me encapsulating the conversations that I've had with people I know about the things that we all struggle with. You know, this realisation that you're not the only person that feels depressed, you're not the only person that feels low, that you're not the only person that's experienced grief, and the realisation that actually that collective sharing of experience can really help people. And I wanted to capture that in a way that if somebody else was thinking, I really want to get some help with this, and I'm not saying it's the solution, but what I'm saying is it's a couple of people talking about our experience and saying here are the things that helped us, and hoping it helps someone else.
Well, that's brilliant. I mean, it doesn't matter whether what you're talking about is going to help. It's the fact that somebody might just pick up that podcast because it might.
Yeah, I
or
hope
at least
so.
encourage them on further. So how long has this been going, the Warrior, now?
I've been doing it, I think, for probably about 6 months, because I've got 6 of them in the can already. So the ones that I've done so far have been around self-care. I've done one on grief, which we did together. I did one on letting go. Being alone, which was one I spoke to Jules about, and around Christmas time, because that's quite sort of meaningful around then. I did one where I talked about alcohol and alcohol dependency, and the most recent one was talking about inner critic. So yeah, I try to do one a month. That's a kind of rough estimate.
Well, that's not unachievable, is it?
No.
And I must say that they are all still available on the website. Each one will be available on all the other platforms for a brief time, and then you can find them in the Warrior podcast folder on the website. But not only do you do this fantastic self-help help others podcast, you're also saving me from coming in every Saturday and saving the listeners from the sound of my voice for a little while by doing Saturday Live.
Yeah, I like to give you a lie-in by not having one myself.
That's very considerate of you. Thank you very much. I don't get one.
Oh,
I still have to get up at the same time every day to feed the dogs.
Well, yeah, I feel the same about having children. Apparently they need feeding every day. Who told me that when I first started being a parent? No one. Yeah, I love doing Saturday Live. I love the fact that it is live, the fact that people engage with you when you're on air. I like the fact that you have to think about something and plan ahead for 2 hours. So if there's a big storm coming, I find songs that are stormy. You know, if it's coming up to Christmas, I try not to be too cliched. But yeah, I like the thematic nature. I like the fact that it's always different.
Well, it's brilliant, the live show. I thoroughly enjoy it. I'm only joking about not wanting to do every Saturday. But it has been nice to have some Saturdays off. Swazi, thank you very much for your time.
Thank you.
Susie and the Banshees with Happy House.
After what you were talking about her storming off stage and her being called the most miserable woman in rock,
That was
Happy House is a
the
bit...
Argus said that. Is this the most miserable woman in rock? That was 1987. I saw them 3 times. They used to play Brighton a lot. I really like the Banshees. Lucky enough to see them with Robert Cure as guitarist as well.
Brilliant.
Robert Smith.
Yeah.
Because who's Robert Cure?
Yeah. Well, that was from 1980 from the album Kaleidoscope, and it was the first single from the album. I
think it was the only single from that album.
It could well be. I haven't got a chart position for it either.
But Susie and the Banshees, probably nothing.
You're listening to Saturday Live here on Radio Lewes, where the music matters. I'm Ben Fuller.
And I'm sorry.
And we're filling in for Swazzy because she's away right now. And we're just going to carry on with this wonderful list of dark side of the 80s music.
Every night I'm there, I'm always there. She knows I'm there, and heaven knows. I hope she goes. I find it hard to realize that love was in her eyes. It's dying now. She knows I'm crying now. And every night I'm there, I break my heart to please Eloise. Eloise. You know I'm on my knees, yeah. I said please, you're all I want, so hear my prayer, my prayer. My Eloise is like the stars that please the night, the sun that makes the day, but lights the way. When that star goes by, I hold it in my hands and cry, her love was mine. You know my sun will shine. And every night I'm there, I break my heart to please Eloise. Eloise. You're all I want, you got to hear my prayer, my prayer. My Eloisa, I'd love to please her, I'd like to care, but she's not there. And when I'd find you, I'd be so kind, you'd want to stay. I know you'd stay. And as the days grow old, the nights grow cold, I wanna hold her near to me. You know she's dear to me.
That was The Damned with Eloise.
It was.
I much prefer the original by Barry Ryan.
I was just looking at that because I don't think I've heard it. It was from 1968, written by his twin brother. Featured a strong orchestration, melodramatic vocals, and a brief slow interlude. Sold 3 million copies worldwide.
It's a really good record. I mean, I love The Damned as well, but there was a moneymaker for him.
And it only reached number 2.
Yeah.
Sold 3 million copies, and only made number 2. Yeah, I don't know how well Eloise did for The Damned.
I think it was top 10.
Reached number 3.
Ah, there you go. Frilly shirts and everything they had then.
Yes, and a very strange black and white fingers in the socket haircut.
Yes, that's it. And there was no captain.
No.
Because he had done Happy Talk and they weren't talking. Which is quite ironic, isn't it? It's called Happy Talk. What we got next?
I don't know. Let's have a look. Oh, it's Echo and the Bunnymen.
Oh, a bit of Echo. Killing Moon.
It was indeed, from 1984.
Yes, from
Their highest...
Porcupine Tree?
From?
Porcupine?
Ocean Rain.
Just testing.
And it was their highest charting hit. Reached number 9 in the UK singles charts.
They're on tour. Well, they were on tour. The final tour, but it's been sort of cancelled because of the COVIDity.
The final tour has been cancelled.
Yeah.
Mind you, they've said that before.
Yes, they have many a time.
So it might not be.
Yes. It's a bit like the Darkness tour that was in February and March was called Easter is Cancelled.
Yeah,
And it was.
Yeah. I keep waiting for the next final Black Sabbath tour.
Yes, there's bound to be one.
Well, they're all still alive, so, you know.
How on earth they're still alive? I don't know.
No idea. They don't deserve to be, do they?
No.
Right, let's crack on with some more music. We're going to get some more Shameless Self-promotion in, and, of course, we'll have a news break at 11. This is Bauhaus.
Ziggy played guitar, jamming good with Wit and Gilly, and the spiders from Mars. He played it left hand, but made it too far. Became a special man, then we were Ziggy's band. Ziggy really sang, screwed up eyes and screwed down hairdo, like the cat from Japan. He could lick on by smiling, he could even turn. Came on so loaded, man, well hung and Snow White tan. Now where were the spiders? While the flies tried to break our balls, just for their light to guide us. So we bitched about his band, and should we crush his sweet hand? Ziggy played for time, jiving us that we were Bill. The kids were just crass. He was the mess with God-given ass. He took it all too far, but boy, could he play guitar. Making love with his ego, Ziggy sucked up into his mind, like a leper messiah. When the kids had killed the man, I had to break up the band. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Now Ziggy played guitar.
Well, obviously, you'll know everything there is to know about the original
I do.
version of that.
There's not many cover versions of Bowie stuff that I think, this could probably be better, but that's one of them. It's Bauhaus with Ziggy Stardust.
Well, Bauhaus were in the movie Hunger.
The Hunger.
Which starred Bowie. They were in the nightclub playing their song Bela Lugosi's Dead. And they met Bowie after filming, and Bowie lit a cigarette for Haskins, who described the whole situation as being completely starstruck.
Did he smoke the cigarette?
I don't know, he probably dribbled
He's
on it.
probably
and put
kept
out.
it. Yeah, he's got his DNA somewhere. There was a standalone single. It did come out on the Sky's Gone Out album later on as an extra track.
Yeah, anyway, it was released in 1982, that one. It's a great tune, even... I'm not the biggest Bowie fan in the world, as you know.
Yes.
But that is one of my favourites, and that is a good cover.
It's a good cover of it, yeah.
Anyway, I think it's time for some more shameless self-promotion. We're going to take a dip in the pick and mix.
Oh!
I've gatecrashed the studio again and prevented Si and Nick from working. Thank you so much for both of you joining me together.
You're very welcome.
Individually last time.
We were just coming in to create, sir.
Yeah, we do it individually together this time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Marvellous. Yeah.
So tell me a bit about pick and mix, because it's utterly nutty, isn't it?
Rubbish.
Utterly nutty.
Yeah, I like that one, utterly
Sounds
nutty.
like a 70s chocolate bar, doesn't it?
Yes.
Yeah, a hazelnut in every bite.
It's just lots of music we think's good.
You think's good. I haven't
You
got
have no
anything to
say
do
in it
with
whatsoever.
it. I have nothing to do with the playlist.
So he does the music and you do the filler?
Filler?
She
Philosophical
creates.
gems, I like to say. It's always it's a mystery to me. I never know what I'm going to get, and I think that that keeps us fresh.
Yes,
doesn't
it does indeed.
Yeah, because I say,
We do like
what's
Aviva
this
Lewis.
load of old rubbish? What?
We do like Aviva Lewis as
I
well,
like
don't
to
we?
finger for Aviva Lewis and talk about things what are topical.
Well, I think it's unexpectedness is what keeps it fresh and keeps it always an interesting listen, so thank you very much for that. But you don't just do the one show, so do you? Because Nick
No, I
didn't
do other
like a lot
things.
of your music, so you had to do something else.
Yeah, I do other things as well and put them out as undersized sounds. So it might be punk, it might be metal. I try not to upset too many people because I know you're a metal man. I haven't done as many lately because I just ain't had the time.
Oh, that's a shame.
Well, you're a busy businessman after all, aren't you?
Oh, yes.
And you also come in occasionally and join me on the live shows as well, when you're not too busy.
Yeah, on the Thursday show.
On the Thursday.
We haven't done that for a while, but we should do some more.
Well, that would be really great if you can do, because I'm getting fed up with finding all the music. I've got
Well,
too
it's
much else to
true,
do.
I mean, and I do inject a little bit more quality into the into it.
Absolutely, I just play people what I want to hear. Well, thank you so much for that. When is your show published, please?
Right, it goes out on a Monday morning at 9 o'clock.
And Sight Sounds?
That's a Wednesday at 5.
Brilliant. Listen in, folks. Thank you very much for both of you.
Thank you very much.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Hey honey, what you trying to say? As I stand here, don't you walk away. And the world comes tumbling down. Hand in hand in a violent life, making love on the edge of a night. And
Jesus and Mary shown with April Skies from the Darklands album.
It was indeed from 1987, and I haven't bothered to look for
That was their second album. The first one was Psycho Candy, which was far superior.
The single reached number 8 in the UK, making it their highest charting single.
Yeah, I was going to say they didn't have many charts.
I have to say it's the only track of theirs that I actually know.
First album's really interesting. But it's 90% feedback. So
yeah, it's not a good sound. I've heard it. I just don't really know their stuff.
I'll get you to do an album show of it.
You will not. We're going to carry on. It's nearly 11 o'clock, and we're going to follow them with Spear of Destiny.
On the 5 train, don't ask me when I'm coming back again. I reckon it's only a matter of time before the law kick in the door. Mother, I'm running out of change, but I had to phone to let you know. They'll never take me alive. They'll never take me alive. Mother, I killed someone. That I hated him. You see, he was trying to stop me. But he found out I'd go the whole way. They'll never take me alive. They'll never take me. Tell you how I feel. Maybe you don't wanna know. Maybe. But anyway, I love you so. They'll never take me alive. They'll never take me. They'll never take me
Spear of Destiny. I can't say much about Spear of Destiny. I didn't mind when it was Theatre of Hate.
It was a bit whiny, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Never Take Me Alive, that was called, from 1987, from the album Outland.
Oh, okay.
Peaked at number 14.
Ah. So, yeah, you can see I'm just not...
No,
it's one of the... You know when you listen to something and it's neither nor, you know, just think, OK, that's all right.
I've heard that. I don't have to listen to it again.
Yes.
Yeah.
If you enjoyed that, well done.
Yeah, if you enjoyed it, you were welcome to it. We'll have one more, then we'll have the news.
Yes.
When you cast your eyes upon the skylines of this once proud nation, can you sense the fear and the hatred growing in the hearts of its population? And our youth, oh youth, are being seduced by the greedy hands of politics and half-truths. The beaten generation, reared on a diet of prejudice and misinformation. The beaten generation, open your eyes, open your imagination. We're being sedated by the gasoline fumes and hypnotized by the satellites into believing what is good and what is right. You may be worshipping the temples of mammon or lost in the prisons of religion, but can you still walk back to happiness when you've nowhere left to run? The beaten generation, reared on a diet of prejudice and misinformation. The beaten generation, open your eyes, open your imagination. They send in the special police to deliver us from liberty and keep us from peace. Remove the words that ill upon their tongues when they tell us justice is being done. That freedom lives in the barrels of a warm gun. The beaten generation, reared on a diet of prejudice and misinformation. The beaten generation, open your eyes, open your imagination.
Yeah, the band with the stupidest name in music. And The Beaten Generation from the album Mind Bomb from 1989. And no chart.
No, they were sort of an acquired taste. Were the.
It's hard enough just to say it.
On some bizarre, along with Soft Cell, they were.
Well, it's 11:02 and it's time for the news. Alexa, can we have the news headlines, please?
Here's your news. In weather, currently, in Lewes it's 19 degrees Celsius. I have added Mum and Nick to your shopping list. By the way, your voice is new to me. It would be nice to learn your name. Should I do that? Celsius with mostly sunny skies. Today, you can expect intermittent clouds, with a high of 22 degrees and a low of 15 degrees. From BBC Sports News.
The latest BBC Sport update.
Leeds United captain Liam Cooper says they're back where they belong after their promotion to the Premier League was confirmed. West Brom's defeat at Huddersfield last night means Leeds are back in the top flight after a 16-year absence. Having waited so long to get there, former Leeds defender Danny Mills says they now need to be sensible.
There's been a lot of talk about once they get to this stage, they could well be enhancing the ground, taking it up to a capacity of possibly 50,000, which I think would sell out no matter what. If Leeds are winning, they could sell 50,000 in League One, let alone the Championship or the Premier League. But it has to be done in stages. It has to be done slowly.
Huddersfield Town need just a point to be absolutely certain of staying up in the Championship, while West Brom will be leapfrogged in the top two if Brentford get at least a draw at Stoke this afternoon. Watford boss Nigel Pearson says they let an opportunity pass them by after their 3-1 defeat at West Ham. It left them still fighting for their place in the Premier League. Watford stay just 3 points above the relegation zone with 2 games to play. David Moyes' West Ham are almost safe, 3 points better off than Watford and with a superior goal difference to the teams below them.
Other teams will look at it and say it's a big total to get to 37, and we've been looking at it, and I'm sure all the managers are the same, trying to work out how it's going to work, and it's not been easy, a difficult time, but what we had to do was win our own games. We had a great win here against Chelsea a couple of weeks ago. We won at Norwich. We knew in this sort of period there was games which were winnable. It was doing it that we had to do.
5 Live Sport this afternoon will be round the grounds in the Championship with commentary this evening of the first FA Cup semi-final between Arsenal and Manchester City. Well, there's an element of master and apprentice around this game. Mikel Arteta worked as Pep Guardiola's assistant at Manchester City, of course, before taking his first managerial job at Arsenal. Here is Guardiola.
I expect a terrible, tough game because they have something special already. They have a team spirit. Mikel create from outside. Maybe I'm wrong, from outside when I see in the games and how they celebrate the goals, how they fight every single ball. They start to create something special for this club.
Ben Stokes says it's important he and the rest of the England team show their support for Jofra Archer after the bowler was dropped for the second test against the West Indies for breaching biosecure protocols. Stokes missed the 2017-18 Ashes after being charged with a fray, although he was ultimately acquitted.
I've stayed in contact with Joff over text. Be very vulnerable and lonely place right now. So for us as a team, it's all about coming together because that's really what we stand on. It's not an ideal position to be in for Joff, but at the end of the day, when you spend so much time with someone, you sort of take away the outside noise, and you got to understand the emotions that he's going through right now.
Well, Stokes was magnificent with the bat yesterday. He hit 176, Dom Sibley 120 as England took control of the second test. They declared on 469 for 9 at Old Trafford. West Indies closed on 32 for 1, trailing by 437 runs. And Tiger Woods maintained his record of never missing the cut at the Memorial Tournament, despite shooting a 4-over par 76 to drop to 3-over. Woods is 12 shots behind the joint leaders Ryan Palmer and Tony Finau.
BBC Sport.
From BBC News.
Good morning, this is BBC News. From today, councils in England will have new powers to try and manage outbreaks of coronavirus. They can now close shops, cancel events and shut outdoor public spaces if needed. Local authorities also now have access to daily data about infection rates in their areas. Meanwhile, there are renewed calls for smoking to be banned outside pubs, cafes and bars to make them more family-friendly and healthy. More people are eating and drinking outdoors due to the pandemic. The Deputy Met Police Commissioner has called footage of police appearing to kneel on a black man's neck in North London extremely disturbing. That was from a video of the arrest in Islington on Thursday night. Josh Langham was there.
The crowd has told him, take your knee, we're screaming, just take your knee off his neck. So he listened to the crowd and removed his knee.
One officer has been suspended and another removed from operational duty. A 45-year-old man will appear in court today, charged with possession of a knife in a public place. More than 140 prisoners have been housed in hotels after being released from jail during lockdown. The Ministry of Justice told BBC News that hotels were only used as a last resort to help reduce the spread of coronavirus. Has your holiday been cancelled? Many package holidays have been scrapped due to the ongoing health crisis, and lots of people have been given credit notes which can be used to book another holiday instead of a cash refund. Now the government is reassuring holidaymakers that their money is safe and will have the right to a full refund, not just a voucher. 1,200 jobs could be lost as the owner of Zizi and Ask Italian shuts 75 restaurants. The closures are part of a rescue deal from the Azzurri Group. Finally, Leeds United fans are celebrating after being promoted to the Premier League after 16 years away.
Can't believe it. I was there when Leeds went down again, came back up where we belong.
I'm speechless. That is one of the best moments of my life.
We're all happy.
It's after second-placed West Brom lost 2-1 to Huddersfield. Leeds can only be caught by third-place Brentford on goal difference, meaning a top 2 finish is guaranteed. And England's cricketers declared on 469 for 9 in the second test at Old Trafford. West Indies reached 32 for 1 at the close. That's the latest. BBC News.
Killing Joke with Love Like Blood from 1985.
1985 indeed, from the album Nighttime.
Which was an okay album.
It's a It's better than okay.
Yeah, there's a cut-off, for me personally, there's a cut-off point around 2000 where they just become a little bit too...
Yeah.
But I do like Killing Joke when I saw them. Lucky enough to see them in Portsmouth at the Pyramid Rooms.
I can't find a chart position.
Oh, I've got no idea.
Oh, number 16, not that bad.
Not bad.
Did number 6 in New Zealand.
And the biggest hit was a track called 80s.
Yeah.
Which later on Nirvana ripped the whole bass line.
Yeah,
and it came out as Come As You Are.
My old co-host Neil used to absolutely love Killing Joke. He found everything they've ever done in every version.
That's cool. They're a good band.
Nice to hear them again.
Yes, we're thinking about that then.
Well, we started the show in complete chaos and absolutely no preparation, and I saw no reason to change
We've
that.
carried on into the second half with complete chaos.
Let's have some more music. I think we're agreed. If we didn't have the playlist in front of us, we'd have thought that was Sisters of Mercy.
Yeah, that was very Sisters of Mercy-like.
But that was Fields of Nephilim from 1988.
They like to get muddy, didn't they?
Yeah. That was Moonchild. It made number 1 on the UK indie chart and languished at number 28 on the singles. The album did pretty well. The Nephilim from 88, number 2 on the indie chart, number 14.
I always remember their albums are very short.
Probably just as well, because they've got no stage presence whatsoever.
No,
like you say, they'd get covered in mud or clay or something, stand there like
statues,
garden gnomes with guitars and things. But they didn't.
I'd quite like to see that.
they didn't sort of interact with the crowd at all.
No, very weird.
They'd just play one track after another and then they'd leave.
Yeah, ta-da. Very strange.
If you like the Sisters of Mercy, you'll like Nephilim, and they have had very high influence on gothic rock and black metal.
Black metal.
Still, I suppose somebody's got to. This is a New Model Army. were so busy chatting about bands we've seen at Concord too, I forgot to look them up.
That was New Model Army from the No Rest from the Wicked album, 1983, possibly 82.
I'll have a look when we play the next one and see if we can confirm.
I saw
that.
them at Concord.
Yeah, that's what started the conversation.
Yeah.
I've seen Lordy in there, Queensryche.
I've seen so many bands. It's
Dirty
not true.
Passion. It does get hard to remember, isn't it?
Yeah, it's an age thing.
The Lordy gig was very memorable.
Yeah, as it would be.
Especially with the bucket of dead babies and fake blood. If you've never seen Lordy perform, you'll have no idea what I'm on about.
No, this is true.
It's an experience you won't forget. We'll have one more, and then we'll have some more shameless self-promotion. Psychedelic Furs, and that was a 1986 version of Pretty in Pink, which was re-recorded for the movie of the same name, and it's also available on that soundtrack, originally from 1981.
From the album Talk.
The original release peaked at number 43 on the UK singles charts, and in '86 it made number 18.
They were a band that were bigger in America. One of them weird English bands that went to America and were very big in America, but not so big in this country.
And we sort of forgot about them over.
Yeah.
And just for clarity, the New Model Army No Rest was from 1985.
See, I was there.
You were there, and you got the album name right.
Yeah.
So. Right, I did promise you some more shameless self-promotion, so we're going to take a trip to the A&E department. By now, you know what these little interviews are all about. I call them shameless self-promotion, and I'm very pleased to say I've gate-crashed the studio again and got hold of Lisa Lyles. Lisa, how are you?
All right, thank you.
We haven't had one of these chats for a very long time, so I'd like you to tell us what your show is all about, the type of music you're playing.
Okay, so I present the A&E show, so nothing to do with hospitals. It stands for the Alternative Electronic Show. It's anything a bit out of the ordinary, so not played on mainstream radio so much. So I like a bit of post-punk, dark wave, synth pop, and a bit of Italo disco thrown in there as well on psych. But anything which takes my fancy, really.
So, what does it include with all of that said?
But I play lots of new releases and stuff from around the globe as well, and maybe a song or two you might not have heard for a while. And I also like a really good remix. And I announce news of gigs coming up in the area, which does extend to London as well if it's a good gig.
Oh, brilliant. I always like to ask DJs how they found out about us and how they joined, in case anybody listening is thinking, I could do that.
Good idea.
How did you find out
It's
about
a bit of a roundabout way, really. I read about a short course that John here was running on doing radio presenting and news sort of reporting in the area. But he also mentioned that if you're on Spotify, then you can do your own music show. So I came back to that in a bit later when I was on Spotify, and I thought I'd love to give that a go and see what it's like to have a radio show.
Well, you're certainly producing a very good show. You've been here quite a while now, and I think it's fantastic. So where can we hear your wonderful show?
It goes out as a podcast on Spotify from every Tuesday, so there's one a week, and you can also find it under radiolewes.org as well on the website, along with lots of other great shows from my fellow presenters.
High praise indeed. You can basically find Radio Lewes anywhere you can get a Wi-Fi connection. Lisa, thank you so much for your time.
Thank you.
There was a guy an underwater guy who controlled the sea. Got killed by 10 million pounds of sludge from New York and New Jersey.
Pixies with Monkey Gone to Heaven.
I like the Pixies.
That was from 1989 from the album Doolittle.
Which I do.
Yeah. Well, not during lockdown.
No.
You've been doing some
Do a
unaccustomed
lot.
work.
Yes, I know.
You've been in the shop every day.
I've been working for a living, which is unusual for me.
Yes, I visited the shop yesterday morning wearing a mask like you're going to have to next week. And you reacted like I was there to stick up the place. It's a good job there was only allowed one customer at a time, otherwise others might have panicked.
It's a raid.
Actually, I was talking to one of the cashiers in Aldi the other week, and he said he's found it very difficult to get used to the face masks.
Yeah.
Because they go through training about what to do about, a hostile situation.
You can't tell.
And it's just made him very nervous. All these faces that you can't see.
We've been told, because when you buy cigarettes, you have to, if you don't look like you're 18, you've got to be ID'd.
Yeah.
But we got to ask people to remove their masks so we can see their faces. It's crazy.
The funny thing is, I sort of started this conversation with him because I said, every set bloke in a face mask walking into a supermarket a few months ago would have caused an outrage, wouldn't it?
Yeah, oh, definitely, yeah. It's especially if they're holding a shotgun, of course.
Yeah, well, I wasn't holding a shotgun, just a trolley full of shopping, but...
This is true.
What
have we got next?
I don't know. Oh, this is the one I promised I wouldn't take out.
Ah, The Fall.
Mr. Pharmacist, can you help me out today in your usual lovely way? Oh, Mr. Pharmacist, I insist. Can you give me some of the pharmacist, Mr. Pharmacist? Dear pharmacist, won't you please give me some energy? Mr. Pharmacist, Mr. Pharmacist. Hey, Mr. Pharmacist, I recommend you to my friends. I'll be happy in the end. Oh, Mr. Pharmacist, can you help? Send me on a daily king, Mr. Pharmacist. Dear pharmacist, to lose your mind, you better stock me up for the winter time, Mr. Pharmacist, Mr. Pharmacist.
The brilliant Fall from 1986 from the Ben Sinister album.
It was. Well, it's The Fall anyway.
They're the band that I've seen the mostest. I think I've seen them 18 times. Obviously, can't see him anymore because he's brown bread.
I just can't believe you actually put yourself through going to see him 18 times.
I loved it. It's great.
Mind you never knew what a Fall gig was going to be like.
No, you didn't. There was one we went to. We went all the way to Hastings, and he didn't come on till 11:15, and the venue had to shut at 11:30. And he did the encore from the dressing room because he was too drunk. Which was hilarious. The band was just playing. He would be laying there drunk. That was The Fall for you.
Yeah. I know you're giggling about it, but I think if you're going to sell tickets to people to see a gig, the least you could do is stay reasonably sober.
He tried.
He tried. Yeah, all right.
What have we got next? That was the hook to get me up here this week, wasn't it?
It was. Indeed.
Right, I'm off now. See you later.
We've got Wedding Present next.
Oh, I like the Wedding Present as well. The Wedding Present with Brass Neck from the Bizarro album, which was their second album on a major label.
It was from 1989. It was on RCA, that one.
Yeah.
And no track chart listing. So
no, they the Wedding Present went through. It might have been that year where they decided they were going to release a 7-inch single every month for the whole year, and so it was 12 singles.
So stuff didn't have chance to.
Didn't get chance. So
very strange, the sort of things people do, isn't it?
And it was the height of the Smiths then. So
yes, it was. Yes. And we're going to have to change the disc. We've got through a lot of music today.
We have.
We're going to play a bit of the House of Love. And then we're going to have some more shameless self-promotion.
And then we're going to
see what we find.
We're going to change the disc, see what we can find. House of Love.
Yes, and Christine, a track that neither of us know.
No.
It's from their debut album from 1988.
Creation label?
I don't know.
I'm pretty sure they were on Creation. They've got that sound about them.
That reached number 49 in the UK albums charts. And that's all we can tell you.
Yeah, it's one of them ones, as we were saying, we were listening to other things then, probably Metallica and Guns N' Roses and things.
Very definitely. So, nice to hear it, but it doesn't really fit.
No, it's not. Yeah, no, it's one of them ones that doesn't fit, isn't it?
And I really don't want to play All About Eve and Martha's Harbour, so we are going to...
Sing, no?
No, we're not.
We're going to do our rendition of Martha's Harbour.
No, we're going to talk about Music Club, and then we're going to change the disc.
Cool.
I'm in the studio with Emma Jackson. She's just finished recording, and we're going to break the first rule and talk about Music Club. Emma, how are you?
I'm good, thanks. How are you? Welcome to Music Club.
Thank you very much. I'm fine. Tell us about Music Club and how you found out about us as well, Radio Lewes.
Well, there's two elements of Music Club. And the first is Music Club is something that I belong to in Brighton. It's a bit like Book Club. We meet once a month and we review an album. So we meet in each other's houses and we take turns hosting and we listen to the album for a month, and then as a group we critique it. But mainly we eat crisps and drink beer, and it's just a bit of a laugh. And one of the members of Music Club is DJ Lisa Lyles, who does the A&E show. And she mentioned the radio station to me and introduced me to John, who kindly, and Ben, showed me the ropes to get my show going, which is called Radio Music Club. And Music Club, the radio show, is a bit like when you used to meet with your mates and share music. Well, before we had the availability of online streaming, you relied on those tapes that you made and shared between each other for latest music and good old-fashioned tunes too.
So it's a digital mixtape.
It's a digital mixtape. It's a bit of a reference back to probably a lot of music I enjoyed in the 90s and the 80s and around about then, but also lots of new music. I try and make sure that at least a third of the music is brand new music.
Well, that's just taken away my third question. I was going to ask you what you play. You've done that. When are you published?
Published on Wednesday morning, and I put it out there on social media on Friday morning as something for the weekend.
Brilliant. Thank you for your time, Emma, and I hope you get plenty of listens.
Thanks very much, Ben.
Thank you.
Cheers.
I'm a real wild one. Wild one. Wild one. Wild one.
Well, I'm just out of school, like I'm real, real cool. Gotta dance like a
Iggy Pop with Wild Child from blah 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 blah.
Yeah, from 1986.
There's lots of albums today or tracks that
Yeah.
blah 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 blah.
Originally by Johnny O'Keefe from 1958, when it was the real Wild one.
It's a really weird record as well, the original, because it's got a jump in it. The master jumps.
Yeah.
Which is really strange. It's a good little track.
I like it. It's a feel-good record, that one.
Yeah, I like a bit of Iggy.
We've still got about 10 minutes to go, and I have changed the disc, so we've still got lots of lovely music. Next one was royally banned by the BBC.
Oh, I like playing a banned record. What is it?
I'm going to play it. It's Peaches.
Oh, great!
Strolling along, minding my own business. Well, there goes a girl and a half. She's got me going up and down. She's got me going up and down. Walking on the beaches, looking at the beaches. Well, I got the notion, girl, that you got some suntan lotion in that bottle of yours. Spread it all over my peeling skin, baby. That feels real good. All this skirt, lapping up the sun, lap me up. Why don't you come on and lap me up? Walking on the beaches, looking at the beaches. Well, there goes another one just lying down on the sand dunes. I better go take a swim and see if I can cool down a little bit. 'Cause you and me, woman, we got a lot of things on our minds, you know what I mean? Walking on the beaches, looking at the beaches. Well, you just take a look over there. Is she trying to get out of that clitoris? Liberation for women, that's what I preach, preacher man. Walking on the beaches, looking at the beaches. Oh shit, there goes the charabanc. Looks like I'm gonna be stuck here the whole summer. Well, what a bummer. I can think of a lot worse places to be. Like down in the street, or down in the sewer, or even on the end of a skewer. Down on the beaches, just look at all the peaches. Down on the beaches, just look at all the fine bodies. Down on the beaches, just look at all the sunglasses. Down on the beaches, just look at all the peaches. Down on the beaches, just look at all the peaches. Down on the beaches, just look at all the peaches. Down on the beaches.
Peaches from the Stranglers. The BBC banned it because of its overtly sexual lyrics. I think if you were listening to the lyrics there, you'd know what they were. There was a radio version, but it had to be re-recorded to get rid of the word clitoris
and replaced it. And they put the oh shit bit as well.
Oh shit! Oh no! And what a bummer! Replaced with what a summer.
Oh dear, they're poets and they didn't know it.
Of course, it did mean that Being Banned pushed it up the charts and it got number 8.
Definitely, it turned it into a double A side as well, didn't it?
They did. They played Go Buddy Go instead. BBC are very weird, aren't they?
Very
at least
weird.
They were. Like you say, they play all sorts of stuff these days.
Yeah, it's strange how time differs things like that.
I think we just look at things in a different way.
Yeah.
Either that,
Certainly now.
Either that, or they've just learned not to be quite so uptight.
No, that's true.
We've got a few minutes. Well, we haven't really. Have
we haven't, have we?
2 minutes to. We really ought to say goodbye. You've been listening to Saturday Live here on Radio Lewes, where the music matters. I apologise for it being a bit of a shambles, but the music's been fantastic.
I don't know who you're going to blame.
And the company's been great. Oh, me entirely. I did no research whatsoever. I just put a couple of discs together. So we're going to leave with Depeche Mode, I think.
Till next time. Thank you very much for listening.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Reach out, touch faith.
Reach out and touch faith.
Radio Lewes. Local community webcasting.